Okay. Hi there, I'm Paul from SET. I've got something really special for everyone here today. I'm going to be interviewing a nurse from Turkey called Kadriya, who's basically gone through the whole process of learning English, applying for jobs, and she's now got her start date for her job in Ireland. So I'm going to be asking her a lot of questions about her experiences, trying to find out where the challenges were, what kind of good steps she took. And she's got loads of information to share with you. Before we get started, there is a really useful PDF which you can get by clicking the link below. I'll just show you a quick glimpse of it now. It's our 7 steps to OET. And basically it will really help you if you don't know where to begin, or if you're maybe stuck in the loop of not being able to make the next steps. And I think all of this video will really help. So if you like it, please like the video and subscribe if you want to get more information like this. So let's get started. I'd like to introduce Kadriya. Hi
Yeah.
Kadriya.
Hi, Paul.
Hi there, how are you today?
I'm very well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm okay. Let's get started. Okay,
Yeah.
so recently you went through an interview process and now you've got a job in Ireland. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
That's
brilliant. Okay, well, I think starting with some good news is a good idea because it sort of it puts into perspective the journey that you've been on. I think if we know at the beginning that there's good news at the end, then
yeah,
that's really good. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask you a few questions about about your profession, about your experience, and we can
sure.
talk a bit about the steps that you've taken to get to this point. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Well, why don't we start with your profession and tell me a bit about what you do?
Yes, actually, I graduated from my city's university with 4 years studying, and then after 4 months after graduation, I started working at again my university's hospital, and I am a nurse with about 10 years of experience, and I worked neurosurgery ward and general surgery intensive care and cardiovascular surgery ward. And yeah, I think hospitals like mine are the most challenging in my country.
Mhm.
And that's why I learned too much information from
Yeah.
my
I
hospital.
think, when I think of those types of surgery, they
Yeah,
seem to me like very complicated. You have to be very organized.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And all of those are really good skills, obviously, for learning English and preparing for
Yeah.
tests and things like that. Okay. So you said you got 10 years experience
Yeah.
in those areas. Is that what you're going to go on and do in Ireland as well?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Actually, I think I will work again surgery ward, but maybe it might be medical surgery ward,
I
and
see.
yeah, again related to my experience.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the personal background then. Did you grow up speaking English? Did you have a lot of experience of English before you began this journey?
Yes, actually, in my country, we learn during our education, just as a grammar, and that's why I knew just English grammar.
Okay.
M is our have has like that,
Yeah,
and just I knew that,
the
and
tenses, passive, things like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
some tenses,
But
yeah,
it's not
simple
it's not
tenses.
particularly useful, is it? That kind of stuff
Absolutely,
when you meet English in person.
yeah, it's not enough, yeah.
Okay, so why did you sort of decide to go down this English language route then?
Yeah, actually, I have some reasons about that. For example, I lived in Spain for a short time with my small baby, and I met 2 boys there, and one of them was a Colombian, and one of them was an Irish man. And Colombian man was speaking Turkish also, and he said, "Okay, you can speak English and you can improve your skill with Irishman." And okay, yeah, I can do that. And I tried, and yeah, I couldn't do that
So
because
that was that just because you were interested?
yeah, because we were chatting about living and speaking English, living another country with speak English, and yeah, we are chatting about that, and then it happened, and yeah, I couldn't speak English, and I couldn't even ask questions, and
Okay.
I realized, yeah, I didn't know anything about English actually.
So you realized you had to go back to basics. I
Yes, and
see.
I decided at that time.
Okay.
Exactly.
So did the desire to speak English come before the desire to work in an English speaking environment?
Sorry, I couldn't
Yeah, so
understand exactly.
yeah, so did you want to start learning English before you wanted to work in an English speaking place?
Yes, absolutely. Because yeah, I realized myself, and yeah, I said I need to learn general English firstly, and then I need to improve myself about some working areas for working areas.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said it myself.
So how long ago did you realize that you wanted to explore English speaking countries for work?
Actually, about 3 years, we can say.
Okay,
Yeah.
and where were you looking to begin with?
Yes, actually, firstly, I found a teacher, good teacher, and I learned a lot of things from her. Firstly, I learned being positive about language because I was scared of that because I didn't know anything about speaking especially, and in my country everyone might be difficult for speaking especially,
Mhm,
and that's why I learned a lot of things from her. And then he had to move another country, and then I found another one.
mhm.
And yeah, I learned from her again, and I think I was lucky. Uh,
What you
yeah, finding a good
you
teacher
found good
about
teachers,
finding a good
and, and
teacher. Yeah.
and so was it learning with those teachers that made you get the confidence that you could work in
Yeah,
England or
absolutely.
Ireland?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I learned general English firstly with my confidence, and yeah, I think that they helped me a lot
Okay, that's
in the
great. So,
past.
so then did you, I know that you're moving to Ireland. So, did you start looking in England and Ireland? Did you look anywhere else like America or Australia or anything like that?
Yes, actually, I did a lot of research about that. I, while living in Spain, I saw a lot of countries and cities in Europe, and yeah, I decided actually after seeing Ireland, yeah, I need to live there because I loved there. I love nature, forest, and
Yeah.
that's why, yeah, I decided that.
Yeah, it's a very green country, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
very
nice.
green. I love very green
Okay
places.
then. So we've got to a stage now where you've improved your general English, you're looking
Mhm.
at jobs abroad, and I guess you had a choice then between IELTS and OET.
Yes, actually, I started with IELTS just for thinking, and then my second teacher said, "Yeah, you can try OET because OET is, is special for healthcare professions, And then, yeah, okay, it's logical.
Hmm.
And then I decided, and I didn't study lots for IELTS.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
and then I found you,
Yeah, I
and
think that's where we met, wasn't it?
yeah,
So you started on our B1 course, didn't you? The skill builder.
yeah,
Okay,
1 year ago, yeah,
I see. Okay. And the kind of stuff that we look at on that program is basic reading skills, listening skills, plus
yeah,
lots of vocabulary. And
yeah.
I know, I remember, and obviously we've done lots of classes since. You you make a big effort to remember vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you do that?
Uh, Sorry about your course or
No,
vocabulary
no.
learning.
Why do you make a very big effort with vocabulary more than a lot of our students
Yeah.
to record it, remember it. So why is
Yeah.
it so important to you to do that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. Sorry. Yes, actually, it's so important because OET is all about vocabulary and using vocabulary at correct time and understanding them.
Hmm.
I think these are so important for OET. And yeah, I tried to remember all of words. And I love learning English actually
Hmm.
in the beginning of my journey.
Hmm.
And yeah, I reviewed the previous day
Well, I was just about
vocabulary.
to say, you said I like remembering, but you don't just remember, you make a note, don't you?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
review.
I made some notes and I filed individually, for example, listening, speaking, yeah,
Hmm.
all of them.
I think
I
it's not just having vocabulary at the right time. Sometimes it's realizing that this word means the same as that one and recognizing it. So sometimes they don't even use the word that's in the
Yeah,
text,
yeah.
and you need to recognize it for the paraphrasing, don't you? So
Yeah, I wrote all the time, maybe many times I wrote. And I attended your classes regularly, and that's why sometimes I saw many times the words, and I think it was useful for me because I saw many times, and I remembered them
mhm.
naturally.
It's all about repetition,
Yeah.
isn't it? I think with vocabulary. A quick question then. So you had a private teacher or a couple of really good private teachers, and I presume that was probably a couple of hours a week.
Yes,
Yeah.
at least 2 hours. Yeah,
Okay.
I tried
And then
that.
when you came to the B1 and then you sort of graduated into our B2 stuff, the number of hours must have gone up and up and up and up. Um, how did you find that? Did was it tiring or was it fun to do more training?
Yes, actually, I think achieving B1 was easy for me because as I said before, with systematically studying,
Hmm.
especially, B1, yeah, was easy for me.
Okay.
Uh, um, because I knew grammar, I knew new words, a lot of words, and I knew also correct sentences,
Hmm.
using and correct sentences. And then, yeah, after B1, I think it was so difficult
Hmm.
because, yeah, you need to know lots of vocabulary and technique
You need to put all of that
vocabulary.
together, don't you? You need
Yeah,
sentence structure awareness,
yeah, yeah,
vocabulary, then strategy, and then
absolutely.
sometimes just pure experience of the
Yeah,
language, don't you? So on another side of that, as that number of hours went up, obviously you mentioned before that you're a mum. Um,
yeah.
did you find it became a bit more difficult to manage the amount of training you needed to do with things that you needed to do at home and for your family?
Yes, absolutely. It was so difficult for me because, again, I love being mom,
Hmm.
and for actually, as everyone,
Yeah.
I like my son,
Hmm.
and yeah, I need to spend time with him.
Hmm.
Um, Firstly, I tried with him. at the same time. But no, I didn't do that because sometimes he was crying, sometimes he wanted something all the time. And then, yeah, my husband and my family supported me after that level, actually, I
Hmm.
can say, because before that level, everyone said, no, not necessary, come on. And they said like that. And I think they didn't believe in me in the
Hmm.
past. And then after seeing me, yeah, they decided to support me.
When
And
you started to prove it,
yeah,
what you
yeah.
were capable of.
And yeah, they saw me and okay, yeah, we are sure Kadriye will do that one day. And after that, yeah, they supported me.
I think it's important for anybody that's in this process to understand that it's a life choice, isn't it? It's not just
Absolutely.
and I'm doing some English training.
Yeah,
It's all involved, we would say all encompassing. A
yeah,
lot of your energy and effort needs to go in, so you do need
absolutely.
support from elsewhere. And I think also, am I right in thinking that you've been able to take time away from work to study?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And yeah, I was working
Hmm.
at the same time,
Okay.
and I had my baby, and yeah, it was so difficult.
Hmm.
But I did it. Everyone can do it, I think,
Hmm.
because yeah, you need to take time for yourself firstly, and then everyone will be good. Sorry, everything will be good. Everything will be
Yeah,
nice
I
for you.
agree. We've got to try and prioritize this career
Yeah,
development because
yeah,
if you don't prioritize that now, then it's just going to go on for ages or maybe never happen.
yeah,
And in the future, once you've made that priority choice and you've benefited, everything gets better, doesn't it? And you
yeah,
can make better choices. Okay, so you came to SET
yeah,
and you were studying with us. You came to our normal classes. And you also got some extra one to one, didn't you? And small
yeah,
classes
yeah.
with some colleagues.
Mhm.
So how many hours do you think you were dedicating to training every week? Towards the end, say the last 3 months, how many hours were you doing?
Yeah, last 3 months especially. I think at least for my level, I can say at least 6 hours, and I tried that one because it is so important to be exposed English,
Hmm.
and yeah, thanks to you, I exposed English every day and some podcasts,
Hmm.
some movie series, and I understood everything,
Okay.
and I dedicated. Uh, I think yeah, at least 6 hours, I can say.
So are you counting podcasts and movies as part of your development?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I think
and
so as
and
well.
I tried to speak English sometimes with my son,
Okay.
and yeah, I learned from him sometimes from cartoons.
Yeah, I was about to say, I bet he's better than you.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of people that we speak to who are already in the country with children and their children are
yeah,
at school, they say that their kids are better
yeah, yeah,
after just a
absolutely.
couple of years. Yeah.
And I'm lucky in one of topic,
Hmm.
and also my husband knows English very well.
Okay.
Yes, and sometimes he taught me, but he's not a teacher, and
Okay.
he can't do all the time.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so you were preparing, you were dedicating hours per week to the test. Okay. Well, thanks for all of that. That was really, really interesting. What about advice? What's your advice?
Actually, I think firstly, you need to do is understand English in general, and yeah, you should at least be one level for studying OET
Hmm.
firstly. And I attended just for 3 months your B1 course, and
Hmm.
then I improved. I think everyone can do that.
Hmm.
Uh, After 3 months, you can improve your English level
I think
to,
if you're enthusiastic,
yeah.
then those it's 10 weeks, isn't it? But I think in those 10 weeks,
Mhm.
if you're enthusiastic, it will improve your ability to learn English. No
Yeah,
doubt about it. There is a limit to what 10 weeks can achieve, but it definitely improves skills, makes people more aware of the language and the grammar, and teaches a lot of vocabulary. And I
yeah,
think at that when you're at that level A2 B1, you need a lot of vocabulary, don't you? You need
absolutely.
to learn those words. Okay, so first of all, learn some skills. That's a
Yeah.
good piece of advice. Um, what about when you have some disappointment? What do you think? What's your
Actually,
advice there?
yeah, we can experience that all the time, even if in our normal life.
Hmm.
But I think it must not be a problem for
Hmm.
everyone because not giving up is important here. Yes, sometimes we can't do that in I want, for example, I want that time, but
Hmm.
no, I can't do that
Hmm.
in that time. But why not in the future? We can think about that. Yeah, in the future, everyone do that. Yeah,
Hmm.
okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
I think you should think like that.
Not don't give up. I think
Yeah.
yeah is a good way to think about it.
Mhm.
It seems sometimes I can feel some of our students who've come to us and said I've taken the test 3 times. Um, I'm on the I think I'm going to give up, but I'm asking you about your courses, and the first thing we say is look you will pass,
Yeah.
but it's just important to get lots of experience. I
Yeah.
think people often don't pass reading and listening. They're the big challenges for people.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
what we find out is a lot of people don't really read and listen outside of classes or outside of OET tests. And I think earlier on you said that you were doing that. You were trying to gain experience. That's where
Mhm.
the enthusiasm comes in. If people are enthusiastic about learning English, then they will do more reading and more listening.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
can't
And
just stick to the
with
test.
reading, I think we can learn lots of technical vocabulary,
Mhm.
and I think it's improves us.
I think also, we've talked about lots of programs like 24
Mhm.
hours in A&E and GPs behind closed doors.
Mhm.
You hear real medical English being spoken
Yeah,
between colleagues, to patients, between patients. So that improves the general vocabulary as well, doesn't it?
yeah,
Okay, super. So what's the next step then? You've got a job offer in Ireland. You went to an interview.
yes,
So how did that go then? The interview process.
yes. Actually, we did an interview a year ago, and now we I had to have a new interview again
Okay.
and with the same hospital, of course. And yeah, I think it was great because I studied again
Hmm.
constantly for 1 month. I can say yes. It is my style. I think everyone must be a style for studying, and systematically being systematically and constantly
Hmm.
is so important.
Well, I think you
Um,
you prepared for the exam well, and you prepared for your interview well. And
yeah,
did you feel a difference 1 year later? Did you feel more confident? Did you feel?
actually, yeah, before doing that, I was a little bit scared of them because I didn't know, or maybe they can ask lots of questions, and I don't know. I was a little bit scared of them, but no, it didn't happen
Okay.
like that. And they asked me about directly just my about my field,
Hmm.
working field, working area, especially cardiovascular surgery, because I think in Europe or in all of world. I think cardiovascular surgery ward is a special ward. That's why I think I was lucky, and I answered correctly all of questions. I think I got 100 points, over 100.
Well, I guess there's a difference between having the experience. Of course, they needed to know if you did know it, but being able to express it
Yeah,
is another thing, isn't it? And obviously,
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
did really well because you got positive feedback, didn't you? And
Yeah.
you were offered the job.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I started uh 10 point with 10 points for initially because they saw me and they said, "Oh, yeah, you have lots of positive energy." And yeah, I think they can take from me.
Yeah.
And I was lucky
I
again.
think it's difficult to have such a positive aura
Yeah.
if you don't genuinely feel confident.
Yeah.
And confidence is magical, isn't it? It just
Yeah, absolutely.
transforms your behavior. And
Yeah,
obviously, that confidence comes from having the experience, having the
absolutely.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
And you've spoken and listened to so much English over the past 6 months, especially, in the extra classes and things that you've done with us. Okay, and
Yeah.
so when does that all start then? We're in September now, so when's that going to start?
Yes, actually, yeah, again, I need to pass a new exam, RCSI, it's called, but something like England,
OSCE,
OSCE,
like
yeah.
an OSCE. Okay, so like a
Yeah,
practical application
yeah,
of skills.
practical and technical sometimes, yeah,
Okay.
it's a little bit mixed. And I need to pass that one. I think, yeah, um, they booked me for me, I think end of November.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
29th and 30th of November. And I will go there before 2 weeks before my exam.
Okay.
And I will stay there. And after that, if I fail my first attempt, yeah, I need to, yeah, I will have a second chance, you
Okay.
know. And after 2 months, sorry, after 2 weeks again.
I
Yeah,
see.
in total, I will stay 1 month
But we're
there.
but we're planning to pass it first time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, I've just started studying, with systematically again.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, well, you've prepared really well for your previous stages. It seems
Yeah,
that at
thank
each
you.
stage hasn't always been easy,
Yeah,
but with preparation and commitment, that's the
yeah,
thing. That's the thing that I'm seeing from my side with you, Kadria, is the commitment has never wavered, as we would say. So I think that you've got everything that you deserve,
thank
and
you.
you've worked really hard for it. So I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's really
thank you
good.
so much.
Well, thanks very much, Kadria, for coming along. I think, as we've said before, I think this is going to be really useful for anybody who's either stuck in the process
Yeah,
or at the beginning, the very beginning, and doesn't know where to go. Hearing your journey, I think people will say, "Well, that's like my journey.
yeah,
I'm going through the same thing. I'm at this stage, or I'm at that stage, or I haven't started yet." And I think it's good, realistic, and hopeful, very optimistic version of how it can be.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
thanks very much for sharing. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you so much
Okay.
for this
And,
opportunity.
and just for everyone else, as I said earlier, if you want to find out the study document here, which is 7 steps to OET, you can click below. There's a little link, and please do like and subscribe. Okay. Well, Kadria, thanks very much.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
go. Okay. See you, everyone. Bye bye.